This programme has been in part funded by Visit Cornwall. Welcome to this week's Cornwall Channel. My name is Shane Solomon.
And my name is Mike Spinks, and here is what's coming up on today's show.
Angus from the Hawkins Arms cooks us up 2 of his signature dishes. Kiley from the Children's Hospice Southwest talks to us about the Santa Run at the Eden Project. Playing us out tonight is Daisy Clark with her cover of Hopelessly Devoted.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Look at these little fellas.
Got little bobbers on set. Look. Oh, your Santa seems to have stopped.
Oh, I know. He gets exhausted.
Oh, does he? A bit of stage fright, does he?
Yeah.
My Robin over is going for. I'm calling him Bob. This is Bob.
Bobbing along. Welcome to this week's Cornwall Channel. It's an action-packed show, as you've seen in the coming up there. And but we're really grateful to the guys who's come in and dressed the set.
They look great. They look absolutely outstanding. Got a gorgeous tree all kitted out to the nines. They've done the table for us as well, which looks great. We've even got pens, Christmas pens.
Christmas pens.
Taking our show notes, look.
I know, right? And so we'll be hopefully having a bit of break over the Christmas period. Spinks, what's your plans for Christmas?
Always a family thing for us for Christmas. As some people may know, we all live together. Myself, my wife, my mum and dad, and my sister and her husband. And we've got 2 little ones now as well, little Henry and Ruben. So it's going to be a bit of a family Christmas. I can't stop watching these bobbers.
I know, it's still bobbing along.
It's infectious.
Yeah, you're like the Waltons, your family.
Yeah, we are a little bit, yeah.
It's lovely, it's lovely.
What about yourself? Got plans?
Yeah, so this year I'm going to go and see my dad on Christmas Day and have Christmas dinner with my dad. And never done that before. We normally go and see him on Boxing Day. So that's going to be nice for this year.
Changing it up. I feel like I let the side down as well a bit this week.
Well, yeah, to be honest, I didn't put out the memo, to be honest, and I had this out of the wardrobe because we've been filming down at one of our sponsors. So I just, why not put it on the show this week? So, coming up on the show.
Coming up on the show, so we've got some cooking, some music as usual, and we also chatted to Kiley as well from Children's Hospice Southwest about the Santa Run coming up for the next couple of days, which is great. But yeah, so we went down to the Hawkins Arms and met up with their chef Angus, who cooked us 2 great dishes down there. Myself and Jake got to stuff our faces as usual. Love doing the cooking. So we did a lamb dish and a chicken dish, absolutely to die for. Take a look at this.
Okay, so we're here today at the Hawkins Arms in Probus, a little gem tucked away in the countryside, and we're here with the head chef Angus.
Hello.
So this is the first of 2 dishes that you've created for us. So tell us what's on this plate, Angus.
Well, it is a basic lamb dish cooked 2 ways. It's a brisket of lamb with a pink rack of lamb with one rib, with pickled veg, braised red cabbage, fondant potatoes, and a chickpea and red lentil bonbon, and a red wine jus.
Wow, well, it looks amazing, and I can't wait to tuck in. But first of all, just sort of explain. So you've used, you say, a rack of lamb, and you've done a braised...
Yes, so the lamb is basically a shoulder of lamb, and it's basically braised for 6 hours. 3 of them on high and then 3 on low. And it basically starts off with onions, garlic, rosemary, thyme, salt, pepper, stock, and then basically put into the oven and carried on topping up as it goes along. So basically it slowly keeps on braising over and over and over. Bring it back out and then basically bring the lamb off the pan and then leave that to rest. Then the sauce is strained through for a chinois and then reduced by half again. Then the lamb is shredded and then basically into cling film and rolled and then basically sealed and then put into the freezer. So it maintains all that flavour. And then the sauce is reduced again, and that's our base sauce for when we start the dish. Off we go.
Wow. So, and you see some hollandaise on the side here.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of garnish.
It looks good as well. And so explain what's going on over here. So you've got the green
we've got the fondant potato underneath. Fondant potato is basically in a stock with butter, mainly butter, reduced down for about an hour in the oven. Gives it a really nice, beautiful flavour. Then we've got the red cabbage, which is braised with red wine, sugar, cinnamon, bay leaf, and that's basically straight into the pan, very simple and reduced. And then basically, when the cabbage is cooked, bring it off. Then we take the sauce and then reduce the sauce down so it's more like a jam, and that's put across the plate as well. And then we've got a little chutney on the top. And then with the croquettes, it's a chickpea and red lentil croquettes. The chickpeas, basically, it's onions, garlic, and vegetable stock. And then the chickpeas and the red lentils put into a pan and then reduced slowly on a slow heat for about an hour, stirring every so often. And so you get a really thick consistency. Then it's basically brought out, and then we leave it to cool, and then we roll them, and then breadcrumb them.
So is there any reason why you would cook the rack pink? You know, if somebody wanted it well done?
It's my preference, but if they want it well done, they can have it well done. It's just a nice to have, because it's a duo. We've got one which is braised for kind of 6 hours, and we've got one which is basically being cooked on a pan for less than about a minute and a half, and then put it into the oven to finish it off. So it's two different types of flavour and two different types of one really soft and one totally different cooking. So it's quite nice to have a difference.
So whereabouts does this lamb come from?
It's local butcher. It was local farmer just up the road. Okay. So it's really, all of it's local. We get all our stuff, all local produced.
Well, I can tell you, I can't wait to tuck into it and see what it tastes like.
Brilliant.
And well, should we give it a go?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
So should we pour the gravy on first?
Yes, we'll go for
it. Or is it jus? Is it gravy or jus?
You can call it whatever you like.
Okay.
Gravy or jus, doesn't matter.
Gravy or jus?
Yeah.
Straight all over?
Yeah, straight, that's it.
Look at this. I love a bit of jus. Oh, I should put it in a bit closer and let's give this one a go.
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you. So this is the second dish here that Angus has prepared for us here at the Hawkins Arms, and it looks amazing. So do you want to talk me through this dish, Angus?
It's a chicken breast stuffed with a pistachio nut farci, wrapped in smoked streaky bacon, with fondant potatoes and spinach and ricotta tortellini with a white wine sauce.
Wow. And you said, so the chicken's stuffed with pistachios. How do you do that?
So basically you get the chicken breast, and then cut both sides, bring it out, and then basically take the fillet, put it to one side. Then basically you get the onions, garlic, salt, pepper, a little bit of stock, the pistachio nuts, and the chicken fillet into a liquidizer. Whirl it up. If you want to add cinnamon to it, you can. Whatever the flavours you like to add to that, you can do that. Then put the whole thing back in, fold it up, then cling film it in like a sausage shape, and then make sure there's no way the water can get in, into a pan of water which is hot already, and then just for about 20 minutes, and make sure it's cooked, bring it out, let it cool down. Then when it comes to serve, so you can, like a dinner party, so you could serve it, keep it to one side, and then basically what you do then, hot pan fry the whole thing, taking the cling film off of course, pan fry it all with some rosemary, different herbs, into the oven, and that's it.
Wow. And do you then sear it afterwards, or is it just...
It's seared,
okay.
That's it, seared in the pan. When you take it out, it's seared, and then put it into the oven, so you get nice, crisp, like, style to it. Yeah.
And you say homemade pasta as well, so
yeah.
In all fairness, a pub, you don't expect to see homemade pasta, so that's really nice.
It's really simple, it's just basically zero flour, into a liquidizer, 1 egg yolk, 1 whole egg, I do it, that's the way I do it, and then basically put that in there, whirl it up, and if you want to use, with the spinach, you wilt the spinach off, then put it in, or if you want to put pepper in there, put whatever you like into it, whirl that up so it becomes one ball, and then basically put it into the fridge for half an hour, and then bring it out, roll it, and then put it through the pasta machine, flour in the pasta machine as you go along, and it's very simple.
And then, so you finish this off then with some potato croquettes, and then we've got some spinach puree.
Yeah, spinach puree.
Some carrots and some cabbage, and hollandaise sauce, and then the white wine sauce.
White wine sauce.
I reckon we should tuck in.
Why not?
I'm going to let you do the honours of pouring the sauce this time.
There you go.
So there you go. Like that.
There you go.
Brilliant, let's tuck in.
Good.
Bobbing along here with the little friends we have around our feet.
It's infectious, isn't it?
I'll tell you it is infectious, and I'll tell you what is infectious is the cooking of Angus there. Thank you very much to Angus and everyone at the Hawkins Arms for looking after Mr. Spinks and Jake on that
Yeah, you missed out there a little bit, didn't you? That was some really nice dishes. Really enjoyed that. And as you saw at the end, me and Jake got to clean the plates up.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's lots more to come over the next few weeks that we're left here on Sky before we get to the Christmas period. But we'd love to hear from you. We always love receiving the messages on our Facebook page, on our Instagram, and also on Twitter.
Instagram.
You noticed that. We're not going to even cut that out. We're not going to even cut that one out of this programme. You can have that, viewers.
Follow us on Instagram.
Instagram.
I can't stop. We're going to have to stop these because I'm going to give myself
That's the new one. That's the new social media one. I'm going to
myself.
copyright that. So yeah, apologies. Instagram. We are on that. So please get in contact.
Yeah, we've got loads coming up over the Christmas period as well. We've got lots more cooking. We're down at the Long Store with their chefs. They're going to cook us some great stuff. Also with the chefs from Waterside as well. They're going to do a beef Wellington for us and potentially some pumpkin gnocchi, which I've never had before. That'd be interesting.
Don't even know what that is. No. We've also got Malcolm Bell from Visit Cornwall coming into the studio, and he's going to talk to us about the kind of upcoming places to visit in Cornwall for next year, 2019.
And we're also down at Padstow Christmas Fair as well.
Now, I'm looking forward to this. Do you want to tell the people, or shall I?
Well, it's quite a big deal, this actually, isn't it? So I think it might be even their 10th year doing it, I think, or might even possibly longer. They have loads going down there, and a lot of celebrities come down actually to take part in it. Obviously, you know about Rick Stein has his restaurant down there, but there's also a lot of other big names going to be taking part.
And it looks like that we will be getting an interview with one of those celebrity chefs that's going to be there. So look out for that, hopefully next week or over the coming weeks here on the Cornwall Channel, Sky 189.
Indeed, so stay tuned. We're coming up for an ad break now, so we'll see you in a bit.
For great food, friendly accommodation and delicious local ales, come to the Griffin Inn in Newquay. Our Cornish restaurant and bar menu offers a traditional menu incorporating homemade dishes using fresh local produce wherever possible. Not forgetting our very popular Sunday carvery and sizzling steak nights. It is the ideal place to stay for business, a holiday or a short break in Cornwall. Visiting Cornwall? Think the Griffin Inn Newquay.
We provide quality training and health and safety consultancy services to the people of Cornwall and the South West. We support individuals and organisations to be the best they possibly can be. Cornwall Training and Consultancy, to learn, grow and succeed.
Are you missing calls? 75% of people don't like leaving answer phone messages. What opportunities could you be missing out on in your business? Fonetta Business offers a solution with its telephone answering service. Our dedicated business team answer your calls as your business and can text or email you straight away. From as little as £1 per call, can you afford to miss your next customer? Contact us to try our 14-day free trial now. Fonetta. Communication made easy.
Let Sequoia support you to manage your employees so you can focus on what matters in your business, both personally and professionally. We can take the mystery out of employment law and provide easy-to-understand solutions for businesses to help get the best out of their employees, whilst being compliant with the law. We are a safe pair of hands when you need it most. Visit sequoia.com.
Hi, I'm Peter Giddins from Biffa Cornwall. We are passionate about keeping Cornwall clean and tidy with our highly rated waste collection service. Biffa Cornwall offer full county coverage for all waste streams. Supporting organisations such as the Cornish Pirates and Children's Hospice South West is a key focus for our business. To discuss your current requirements, we would love to hear from you.
With over 1,000 vehicles from 7 manufacturers, look no further than Hawkins. So whether it's practicality, comfort, space, or something special, we've got your perfect match. Hawkins, making it easy for you.
I'm going to take one of these home.
They are so cute, and I think that Every home should have one.
Indeed.
Just by the way, if you do want one of these, we can't mention it on TV because of product placement, but if you go to our Facebook page, you might be able to find out where you can get one of these pumps and things. So.
Grab one.
So now, coming up on the programme, a little bit earlier this week, we caught up with a very good friend and supporter of the Cornwall Channel, Kiley Pierce from the Children's Hospice South West. And we do whatever we can to give them coverage here on the Cornwall Channel. And as you're watching this, it's your chance to take part tomorrow at the Eden Project. It's probably too late now to register, which I think she says in the interview, but you can turn up on the day and register, because we're going to release the video that we had with her on the Facebook page beforehand. But nevertheless, this is our interview with Kiley from the Children's Hospice South West, talking about this year's Santa Run at the Eden Project. Take a look. Snow is falling on. See, I'm feeling all Christmassy now. Got my Christmas hat on. I'm joined by Kiley from the Children's Hospice South West. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. The studio is amazing. I'm overwhelmed.
Is it what you expected when you see it on social media and on Sky? You know, is it bigger, smaller, or what?
It's bigger.
Yeah?
It is actually bigger. I just can't believe the setup. It's fantastic. Well done.
Ah, thank you. Well, it's only through all the support of the viewers and our sponsors that we're here. So, anyway, you're here to tell us about the fun run that's coming up, the Santa Fun Run. Tell us all about it, Kiley.
I can't believe where 2018 has gone. The Children's Hospice South West events portfolio finishes off this year again with our Santa Run at the Eden Project on Sunday the 9th of December. Last year we had 650 wonderful Santas run between the two runs. This year again, we've already got over 500 signed up.
That's great. And what's the figure you're going for?
I would love another 100 Santas.
Yeah, well, we can do that. We can do that amongst all our viewers.
What's fantastic is that everyone from all over Cornwall come to the Eden Santa Run. We have the two runs, 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So the 11 o'clock run is nearly sold out. We've literally got 30 spaces left, but we've got another 100 spaces for the afternoon run.
That's amazing. So we've got some footage running on the screen now of previous runs. Now, for you to get involved, how do people get involved? How can they register? Because we're recording this now for social media, so by the time this goes out on Sky on a programme, you can still take part, I believe. But just tell us if people are watching this before.
Yeah, you can register on the Children's Hospice South West website until Wednesday at 12 noon. So that's when registration closes online. If you would then miss that date, you can register and sign up on the day for our 2 o'clock run. It is, however, slightly more expensive. So to get the best price, get online, get signed up. And if anyone can raise those last few pennies of sponsorship for Little Harbour, Instant Austell, that would be absolutely fantastic.
Fantastic. Now, how much does this sort of event raise for the hospice? Because does the Children's Hospice get any funding from the government at all, or is it all relying on? At
the moment, we get 17% government funding. Okay. Every year that is reviewed. So the other money we have to raise ourselves. So we are currently looking to raise over 3 million a year for Little Harbour. Wow. And we are looking to raise over 9 million a year to run all three of our hospices across the South West. So we look after children aged 0 to 18 between Bath and Penzance. Yeah.
Now, it's one of those charities that is taken to a lot of people's hearts. Obviously, we've been involved from the early days when it's the Precious Lives Appeal in building the hospice. And I know that Cornwall's always one of the most giving counties anyway, for sure. And there's so many worthy charities down here. But I always say, make sure you can give a little bit to as many as you can. I think that's the kind of message that I always like to put out.
We're currently looking after over 130 children. And we are about making memories.
Yeah.
So it's having a lifetime of memories condensed into however much time a child has. So, for example, this morning, Elf on the Shelf arrived at Little Harbour, and this little boy said to me a couple of days ago, oh, it would be absolutely amazing if he came and was naughty on Friday morning with the toilet roll. And guess what happened this morning? Elf on the Shelf arrived and completely destroyed the fundraising office with toilet roll. And that was such a fantastic memory for him before he went home today.
Yeah, superb. Well, the 9th of December, that's what we're talking about. If you're watching us online before this goes out on our Sky programme, make sure you register and try and smash this target of 100 more Santas. And it is a sight to behold, isn't it?
It has. And this year we've got the infamous Betty Stoggs joining us. Now, Fred Thomas is running the London Marathon for us, and he's going to do his first 2K with us at the Eden Santa Run. And he's also going to be our entertainment on the morning. So he is going to be leading our song of the event this year. So you've got to join us just to see that. We've got some surprises along the way on the route this year. We've got the beautiful St Ewan Community Choir joining us in the biome. Okay. So the 2K, you can run, you can walk, you can jog it. It really is about having fun with your family at Christmas and making memories with your families, which is what we try to do for our families at Little Harbour.
I think what you guys all do there is superb, and full credit to you. So that's it. The link is on the screen now for you to go and register if you're watching this online, and of course turn up on the 9th of December to support these guys if you can't dress up as Santa yourself. So thank you very much, Kylie.
Fantastic.
And give everyone our best down at the Children's Hospice South West.
We will.
And if I don't see you before, have a great Christmas.
Fantastic. And you.
So our thanks there to Kylie from the Children's Hospice South West. Always a pleasure to catch up with Kylie. I don't want to still do this. It's ridiculous. But anyway, they're bobbing along. Always a pleasure to have Kylie on the programme with us here, talking about the Children's Hospice South West. They do such amazing work for families and children here in Cornwall and, of course, throughout the South West. So thank you very much, Kylie.
Yeah, and the Santa Run looks like it'd be a good laugh anyway.
Got to get down there. You've got to make sure we smash the last year's amount of people running in that race.
Indeed. So coming up next we have Daisy Clark. So this is, we like to finish every show now with a bit of music when we can do. We saw Daisy at an awards ceremony sometime last year, and I forget when it was. Amazing voice, a really good video as well. So take a look at Daisy's video.
Guess mine is not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. I'm not the first to know there's just no getting over you. I know I'm just a fool who's willing to sit around and wait for you. But baby, can't you see there's nothing else for me to do? I'm hopelessly devoted to you. Now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. My head saying, fool, forget him. My heart is saying, don't let go. Just hold on to the end. That's what I intend to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. to you.
Well, our thanks there to Daisy Clark with her music video. Thank you very much indeed for that. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget, we love to hear from you here on the Cornwall channel. Send us a message.
Come on, Bob.
On Facebook, which is facebook.com/Cornwall channel, on Instagram, and of course, Twitter.
Handsome chap, isn't he?
He is a handsome chap.
Coming in with me. Actually, probably not. I
so
should probably
cool.
leave him on set, really.
He is so cool. And I'm just really thankful again to the guys who came in to do this.
Have you got a favourite bit?
To be honest, I'm loving these.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm loving the tree, don't get me wrong. But I'm loving the bobbling little animals and snowmen. And
surfboard. See the surfboard?
I know.
It's all kit out. Awesome. Awesome. So that's pretty much us for this evening. Another great show and a lot coming up over the coming weeks, as we mentioned earlier on. So I think we'll say goodbye, shall we?
Well, before we do that, just as always, thank you to Jake, who's been switching for us as well on this show. And yeah, absolutely. We'll see you same time, same place next week.
This programme has been in part funded by Visit Cornwall.
Have you been to Bodmin Jail? Immerse yourself in the history and atmosphere of the former county prison. Spend the night in jail with our resident medium. Visit the tea room. Dine in the Governor's Hall and experience our fine cuisine, or why not sample our delicious Sunday lunch? So much going on. Wednesday ghost walks. Thursday scary cinema night. Friday and Saturday after dark experience. Weddings and daily heritage tours. Bodmin Jail. So much more than an attraction.
Need a drone? Or a smaller drone? Or a bigger drone? Or maybe a battery, memory card, bag, or merch? Or whatever these are, to help you get shots like this. This. Or even this. Or you can even win £2,500 to spend in store or online in our monthly competition for only £2 per entry. Get everything you need at hobbymounts.co.uk.
Since 1994, independent estate agent Jackie Stanley and her team have been looking after property owners and buyers from the Harbourside office in Padstow. Covering the whole of North Cornwall, it's important to Jackie that great care and attention is paid to all clients, and that herself and her staff go the extra mile to achieve satisfaction for her buyers and sellers alike. Honesty, integrity and discretion are key in our outstanding sales record. Visit Jackie Stanley online or pop in and see her in Padstow.